Hi, superstars. It is time for English. We are on Unit 4, Week 3. Our essential question is, how can people help to make your community better? This week, you're going to learn how people help their own communities. Our weekly concept is pitch in. It's important to care about your community and help when you can. Pitch in means to do your part. How do you pitch in and help at home? Let's watch a short video about people making their community better.
Pitch in. How can people help to make your community better? There are big ways and small ways people can help their community. People can work together to build things for the community. These people work together to build a house. These children pick up trash so that everyone in their community can enjoy a clean park. Children carry bottles and cans to be recycled. Recycling helps the community save energy and reduce waste. How do you help your community?
Let's go over some vocabulary words. These are words to know, and these are words that you're going to see throughout this lesson. The first word is harvest. Repeat with me, harvest. During a harvest, farmers pick the food plants they have grown. An example is the farm workers picked many oranges during the harvest. So let's look at the example here. Look at all of those oranges. The farm workers picked many oranges during the harvest. That is the word harvest. Our next word is quarrel. Say it with me, quarrel. When people quarrel, they argue or disagree with each other. An example is, please don't quarrel about who will get the red crayon first. Let's look at the example here. So it says, please don't quarrel about who will get the red crayon first. They are having a disagreement and they want the red crayon.
Quarrel. When people quarrel, they argue or disagree with each other.
Okay, so that is the word quarrel. All right, let's go to our next vocabulary word. It is community. Say it with me, community. A community is a group of people who work, play, or live together. An example would be, playing sports is a great way for people in a community to have fun together. So here are some kids in the community playing together. That is the word community. All right, let's go to our next word. It is confused. Say it with me, confused. To be confused is to be mixed up. An example would be, the street signs confused the new driver and she took a wrong turn. Let's look at the example. The street signs confused the new driver and she took a wrong turn. Confused, when you're mixed up. You're not sure what's going on. Confused. Let's look at our next vocabulary word. Improve. Say it with me. Improve. To improve is to make something better. Improve. An example is you can improve at sports by practicing every day.
Improve. To improve is to make something better.
So if you practice every day, you will improve at whatever you are doing. All right, let's look at the next word. To. This is a high frequency word. That means you're going to see this word a lot in stories, in writing. To. Say it with me. To. We need to sit. The word is spelled T-O. Let's spell it together. T-O. To. And. Say it with me. And. Nan and I wear boots. The word and is spelled A-N-D. Say it with me. And. Let's spell it together. A-N-D. And. Go. Another high frequency word. Go. Mom and I go to the store. We spell go G-O. Spell it with me. G-O. Go. You. That is another high frequency word. You. How do you feel, Dot? We spell you Y-O-U. Let's spell it together. Y-O-U. You. All right. Our last word is do. This is the word do. Let's spell it together. D-O. We do want to go. Do. D-O. Good job, superstars. I want you to practice saying and spelling those words, and I want you to understand the meaning. Now we're going to read about road workers and how roads are made. What machines do you think they're going to use? Now, you can find important details in the text and in the illustrations. So the photos or illustrations often give information not told in the words. Remember, you can always ask and answer questions before, during, or after you read. That will help you better understand the words, the text. Remember, we always read from left to right. So when I read this title, I start over here and I go road work. So we always start left to right. The author is Sally Sutton. And the author is the person who writes the words to this story. Illustrated by Brian Lovelock. The illustrator is the person who draws the pictures. This story, Road Work, is an informational text. It tells facts about real-life places and events. Let's start reading.
Plan the road. Plan the road. Mark it on the map. Hammer in the marking pegs. Ping, bang, tap.
The word pegs over here, right here, those are small pointed pieces that are used to hold things down. So they're hammering in the marking pegs.
Move the earth. Move the earth. Dig and cut and push. Clear a pathway for the road. Screech! Boom! Whoosh!
What are the workers doing on these pages? They're digging and moving the earth. They're clearing a pathway. So they're clearing a pathway. What does pathway mean? A pathway is a path or a track along which things move. So look at this pathway over here. They're clearing a pathway for the road.
Load the dirt. Load the dirt. Scoop and swing and drop. Slam it down into the truck. Bump, whomp, whop. Tip the stones. Tip the stones. Lift and slide and dump. Lay the groundwork for the road. Crash. Roar. Thump.
As we read, I wonder how the workers will build the road. So I ask myself, what will the workers do after they lay the groundwork? I'm going to keep reading to find that answer. Groundwork is what you do to get ready for something. That is what groundwork is.
Pack the ground. Pack the ground. Roll one way, then back. Make the roadbed good and hard. Clang, crunch, crack.
How do the machines pack the ground? They roll one way and then back. So a road bed here, it says make the road bed good and hard. A road bed is an area where a road is built. That is what a road bed is.
Seal the road. Seal the road. Make it hot and squishy. Spread the sticky tar and stones. Sploshy, splashy, splishy.
So they're sealing the road with that black tar. Do you ever wonder how the roads are black? They use something called tar. It's sticky, and look at how they're spreading it.
Roll the tar. Roll the tar. Make it firm and flat. Squash it down and press it out. Squelch, spluck, splat.
I wonder how the workers make the tar firm and flat. I can find the answer by looking at the illustrations. I see a large machine with rollers. It's pushing down on the tar and it's making it flat and firm.
Stop the work. Stop the work. Time to break for lunch. Sandwiches and drinks and fruit. Gulp, slurp, crunch.
They say break for lunch. That means to stop what you're doing. So they say break, that means stop what you're doing. So we have a few high frequency words here. To and. Can you find them? To and. Those are our high frequency words that you should be able to identify. Here is to, and here is and.
Mark the road. Mark the road. Give the paint a squirt. Paint the lines in nice and straight. Whiz, splop, splurt.
Do you see how they're painting the white markings on the road and the yellow markings that you see when you're in your car? They're marking the road.
Raise the signs. Raise the signs. Drag and hoist and ram. Force them down into their holes. Thwack, whop, wham.
All right, let's look at these sentences here. Now, remember, the first word in a sentence always begins with a capital letter. Do you see the capital letters at the beginning of these sentences? Here's a capital R, another capital R. Do you see any more? Capital D. There's one more. Can you find it? A capital F. Good job. Let's continue.
Light the road. Light the road. No one wants a crash. Test the lights and watch them shine. Flick, flack, flash.
What time of day is it on these pages? It's nighttime. How did you know that? The sky in the picture is dark and the workers are testing the lights.
Plant the trees. Plant the trees. Dig and stamp and lug. Water them to help them grow. Drip, drop, glug.
On this page, workers are planting trees and other plants. What do they do after they plant them in the ground? They water the plants. How did you know that? The word said that they water them, and in the picture, I see a worker with a hose.
Tidy up. Tidy up. Lift and load and sweep. Drive away those big machines. Swish, chug, beep.
So tidy up is another way of saying to clean. So I realize that the workers are cleaning up. The road seems to be finished, and I ask myself, what happens next after the road is done? I have to keep reading to find out.
Shout hooray! The work is done. Ready now? Let's zoom. Drive along your brand new road. Toot! Honk! Vroom!
The workers have finished building the road. What happens next? People drive on the new road. Brand new means never used before.
Machine facts. Excavator. An excavator uses a large scoop to dig in the ground. The cabin where the driver sits can swing around to face in any direction. Bulldozer. A bulldozer has a blade at the front for clearing and leveling the ground. Front-end loader. A front-end loader has a scoop at the front. It lifts and moves things. Dump truck. A dump truck has a big tray at the back, which can tilt up to dump out dirt and rocks. Steamroller. A steamroller flattens the road to make it smooth and hard. Its roller is called a drum. Grader. A grader uses its blade to make the ground flat so that the asphalt on top will be even and smooth. Truck-mounted crane. A crane uses its hook to lift equipment. It has wire cables that wind up and down.
Why are there so many different machines? Each machine has a special job to do. So building that road takes a lot of work. Open your close companions, and we are on page 45. So in your Wonders Close Reading Companion, let's answer page 45. It's about the story Road Work. It asks which words tell the sounds. Draw the machines and write the sound words. So you're going to draw the machines over here. And down here it says the machines make the sounds. All right, so let's go back and look through the book real quick. All right, if we look at this page, it says, load the dirt, scoop and swing and drop, slam it down into the truck, bump, wump, wop. So look at these machines over here. This is a dump truck right here. And this one is an excavator. So draw those machines in that rectangle, and then the sounds that these machines make are bump, wump, wop. So let's go back to page 45. First of all, make sure your first and last name and the date is at the top of the page. Draw your dump truck and excavator over here, and then you are going to write the sounds that these machines make. So maybe it's better if I type them because I do not have a lot of space. So do you remember the first sound the machines made? bump. It made the sound bump and then whump. What was the last sound it made? Whop, right? Whop. So write down those sounds and draw the excavator and dump truck. Turn to page 46. Up here it says, how do the words sploshy, splashy, and splishy help you know what the workers do? And they want you to draw it. So the words tell about the sound of. So let's go back in the story and look for these words. Sploshy, splashy, and splishy. All right, here it is. So here are the words sploshy, splashy, splishy. Let's read. Seal the road, seal the road. Make it hot and squishy. Spread the sticky tar and stones. So the words sploshy, splashy, and splishy help you know what the workers were doing. They were spreading the sticky tar and stones. So let's go back to page 46. So over here, you are going to draw a picture of the workers spreading the tar. So you can go back and look at it and draw a picture. Also, make sure your name is at the top with the date. Now the words tell about the sound of what? The words tell about the sound of spreading the tar. Spreading the tar. All right, superstars. Finish drawing and writing the answers. And until next time, have a wonderful day.